Hi everyone, this is Steve Wheeler. Right now it's 2 o'clock. I'm going to show you the actual charts here in just a second. Okay, the Fed announcement just came out, so you can see how the market's reacting here so far. All right, so the chart that you're seeing right now is the trend indicator chart of the Nasdaq. You can see initially we had a sell signal followed by a buy signal right now. But right after these Fed announcements, we tend to get quite a bit of erratic movements. Right now you can see we just had another sell signal. See on the right side of your chart. Moving down right now. All right, so right now, Nasdaq moving lower. Back up again. All right, so Nasdaq moving up. All right, so if anyone has questions today, we just wanted to feature this Nasdaq chart right after the Fed announcement. So right now you can see me back on the long side, back on the short side at this point. All right, so you can see we tend to get a lot of signals right after these Fed announcements. All right, so if anyone has questions, be sure and type them in. Okay, so at 2:30 today, we do have a Fed press conference. All right, so Nasdaq currently moving up. All right. All right, so if anyone has questions, let me know. I'm going to bring over some other charts here in just a second. But in any case, you can see the Fed announcement tend to get some a lot of different signals. Now, what we had here today on this chart is what happened this morning. Today is June 16th. So just keep an eye on the right side of the chart. Last signal was a buy signal on the Nasdaq. Tend to get a lot of erratic movement here right after these Fed announcements. Right now you would be long on the Nasdaq. All right, back on the short side. All right, so we are running in the NinjaTrader platform here, NinjaTrader 8. I see some questions on stops. Now, one thing I recommend to everyone is this chart that we're running here is the micro futures, the Nasdaq micro futures. All right, so last signal was a sell signal. So right now you would be short based on this chart. You can see we are getting quite a bit of movement, which is pretty normal right after these Fed announcements. Now at 2:32, we do have a Fed press conference coming up. So right now you'd be short. All right, this is a good example of, especially if you're trading something with a lot of leverage, I would recommend when these Fed announcements come out, just have some patience. Let the market settle down quite a bit before you start jumping into trades. Now, what I do recommend to most traders now is trade the micro futures. A lot less leverage, 1/10 the leverage of the corresponding contract. Right here, you're seeing a chart of the MNQ. All right, so MNQ, we've got 1/10 the leverage that you have with the regular Nasdaq. So a lot easier to trade from a psychological standpoint. All right, so right now you can see overall we're getting more up movement than down. That's why we've got the green bars. All right, so big turnout here today. We just really wanted to feature the Fed announcement here today and how the market reacts to these announcements. You can see our charts react in real time. You can look at the bar color of the actual chart itself and know what's happening on that particular price bar. That is kind of the essence of what we offer here at NaviTrader. Each bar has an algorithm built in to tell you what's going on with that bar. If it's an up bar, the bar is going to be green. If the market's consolidating, you're going to see the bar with the gold frame like we have right now. And when we get consolidations, it's just doesn't mean we're going to reverse. It just means the market's in kind of a equilibrium at this level. All right, so whenever we get these equilibrium levels in the market, at some point you're going to break above or below that equilibrium, and that's going to be the next trend. Okay, so right now we're just getting a gold frame bar. It just means the market's in a consolidation. Price movement is really a function of supply and demand. So we get the same number of buyers or sellers. You tend to get these consolidation bars. At some point, the imbalance will take place again and will go above or below that area of consolidation. All right, so right now you're getting that gold frame bar. Last signal was a buy signal. I've got to sell. Let's see, we did have that consolidation. We broke below the consolidation and we're moving down. All right, so consolidated, move lower. We'll get a new area of consolidation and break above or below that new consolidation. So now we've got another consolidation bar going right now on the chart. And at some point we're going to break above or below this new consolidation. All right, so I do see a lot of questions in the room. I'm going to go ahead and get to those fairly soon. All right, so right now you can see we had that consolidation. We broke below the consolidation. All right, so sell signal, we're moving down on that sell signal. And at 2:30 we do have a Fed press conference. All right, so the chart you're looking at is the Nasdaq, the MNQ futures contract. You can see the bars are red right now, so we're moving down on these last 4 bars. As long as the bars are red, we're moving down. Now when markets move, what's really happening is people were short up above. They move down and people will cover those short positions, which temporarily pushes the market higher. That's why you see those lines on the bottom of the price bars. Now the bars you're seeing right now, we call red power bars. Red power bars with the bar with no gold frame around them. Green power bars are the green bars with no gold frame. Consolidation bars are the gold frame bars. And you can see that typically the market will consolidate and break above or below a consolidation. All right, so the Nasdaq right now dropping below 14,000. All right, so Nasdaq continuing down. All right, so sell signal 13,829.50. Nasdaq continuing lower. All right, so that signal, a lot of follow through on the downside on this signal. Here's the actual live trade short on the MES. Is the E-mini micro future contract. All right, so E-mini and Nasdaq are very correlated. So as long as the Nasdaq is moving lower, the E-mini will usually do the same thing. So here's the live trade on the E-mini. Now, if I want to take profits on this trade, I can just click buy market, close out the trade. You can see right now the Nasdaq is consolidating at this level. So Nasdaq's going to either break above or below that consolidation bar. All right, so Nasdaq you can see is starting to break lower. See the E-mini, you can see it's also coming down. All right, so everyone should be able to tell me if you were trading the Nasdaq right now, which direction you should be trading. So Nasdaq continuing to go down, E-mini is going down as well. Like I said, at 2:30 we do have a press conference. Okay, so here is that live trade on the MES. Okay, so that's one contract of the MES. So you can do the math. If you're trading 10 contracts of the MES, that would be about a $750 trade so far. All right, so one big benefit of our charts is the charts will tend to keep you in a trade for the bigger move. All right, so at last signal 13,929.50. All right, so 2:30 we do have the press conference coming up. Right now you can see we're getting another consolidation bar on the chart. All right, so if the Nasdaq decides to go higher here, we could get a new buy signal. See if that happens. Now this red line that's on the chart above the price bars can be used as a trailing stop. So you can see that we're at a point here where we would likely be out of this trade now on the trailing stop. All right, so now we've got a move up. You can see the bars are back to green. So you'd be out of your short trade. We'll see if we get follow through on the upside. All right, so here we're moving up. All right, so here's a live trade long. You want to take profits, just click sell. Okay, there's a couple of live trades there. Okay, so E-mini, or actually, excuse me, Nasdaq right now you can see is moving back up again. As long as we have green bars, market's moving up. 2:30, we've got the press conference coming out. All right, so bars are back to green. Nasdaq moving up. All right, so the big benefit here, the charts are telling you where to get in, where to get out of your trades. All right, so 223 at 220, excuse me, 2:30, we have the Fed press conference. All right, so I showed you two live profitable trades. Right now we're still continuing to go higher there on the Nasdaq. We had that move down followed by a move up. All right, so you can see charts are telling you which way you want to be trading. All right, so down, up on green, down on red. All right, so 2:30 press conference. Anybody have questions, let me know. I see some questions in the room. I'll go ahead and answer those too. I see a question, people, with our subscription. First of all, we offer our charts on a multi-year subscription. And question in the room, how many computers can I run this on? We actually give you up to a license for up to 2 computers. I see a question, what markets can I trade your charts? These charts can be used in any market. They work the same way. There's a built-in, it's actually artificial intelligence built into our price bars until the actual price direction. Okay, so right now the bars are green, so we're moving up. I see a question, what indicators do we include with our subscription? Well, actually our price bars are probably one of the most important indicators. Our price bars are actually an indicator. We call them Navi bars. The line that's above the red bars is called the Navi PM signal. The line that's below the green bars is the Navi PM signal line. Okay, the arrows on the screen are part of the Navi PM indicator. On the bottom of the screen, you can see we have our high-low indicator. Notice how we went down, and we got the blue arrows. It's kind of a leading indicator of support. All right, so everyone should be able to see what I'm talking about here. We had this big move down. You can see we turned back to green. When we hit that trailing stop, we were out of that short trade, unless you're already out on a target. And right now we're continuing to go back up. So it's really giving you a roadmap of what's happening in the market. Move down, move back up on green. I see a question, can someone help you with the setup of your charts? Yes. Now, when people subscribe to our charts, as soon as your order is complete, we send out an email, and the email will have a link that you can click on. You can click on the link and it will automatically install our charts. You do have to have the NinjaTrader platform. So anyway, we follow that up with an appointment where I will call you and we'll walk through the whole setup, make sure all your charts are set up correctly, and answer any questions you might have. Okay, 2:30, we've got the press conference coming out. For those people who just logged in, I did show you 2 live trades today. I see a question from Bart. Do we immediately click buy or sell when the arrows appear? Yes. We do get into the trade when the arrows appear. I see a question from Chris B. Forex2 if on NT8. Yeah, you can trade Forex with the NinjaTrader platform, either the Forex futures market or the Forex spot market. All right, Forex futures. Forex futures are contracts such as the 6E, 6B, or there's also a micro version of the Forex futures. You can also trade the spot Forex market. If you're planning on trading the spot Forex market, I would suggest consult with NinjaTrader. They could tell you which brokers have a data feed that works with NinjaTrader. All right, so the chart, right now we're at 2:30. So the Fed press conference is at 2:30. Well, we'll see what happens here. Okay, so you can see the signal line is still green on this chart. This is a Renko chart. By the way, these charts are unique. You won't see them anywhere else. Okay, right now on the Nasdaq chart here, we're getting some consolidation. All right, so Fed press conference. All right, so here was a big move down on a sell signal, big move up on a buy signal. Right now the Nasdaq's just consolidating. All right, so fairly soon you should see a move above or below this consolidation. We're not seeing that quite yet. All right, so what you saw here today was initially when the Fed announcement came out, you had some erratic movement. But then, like I said, typically you want to wait a few minutes for the market to settle down. Once that happened, we had a couple of very nice signals here. Right now, the Nasdaq is just consolidating, and the Fed press conference is going on right now. So let's see if we get any new signals. If the Nasdaq moved lower, you would get a new sell signal. We're not seeing it yet. Okay, so for right now, the Nasdaq is moving up. Let's see if that continues. Okay, so Nasdaq currently moving up. All right, so we had a signal back there at 13,889.50. Right now we're at 13,933. And I see a question, someone says, I'm interested in getting started. How do I get the best package of our charts? Actually, we just did have a Father's Day special. I think an email went out. So if you're interested in that special, just send an email to support@navitrader.com. Or you can call our 800 number. See a question, when I sign up, how soon can I start? Once your order is completed, you can actually start. Some people start as soon as the next day. All right, so we had that move up. We've got the Fed press conference going on right now. All right, so there's a new sell signal on the Nasdaq. All right, Nasdaq, we're getting a sell signal. So here's another live chart. If I want to take profits, all I have to do is click buy. I'm short. If I want to stay with the trade, I can stay short as long as these bars remain red. I'm going to click buy, close out the short position. All right, so I showed you today 3 profitable trades, 3 profitable live trades. These were not sim trades. Those were 3 profitable live trades. All right, so you can see we had the sell signal at 13,909.50, and we still have red bars. Market's still moving lower. All right, Nasdaq continuing down. All right, so sell, buy, sell. Right now we're short. Okay, so like I said, big benefit of what we offer here at NaviTrader is really a roadmap for the market, and also the system will show you where to get in and where to get out of your trades. Right now we would still be short. I see a question from Bart. Would you have to click the mouse as you went from long to short, or will an automation do the trade for you? You do have to click the mouse. There is a way in NinjaTrader to set up your ATM strategy so that it will, it's called stop and reverse. So that would be one way of automating that. So if you put in a stop and you want it to reverse on the stop, you can automate that. All right, so you can see that currently we would still be short on the Nasdaq. Okay, now we're back on the long side. All right, so I do need to shut the room down here momentarily. So I want to thank everyone for joining us. A good turnout here today. For those people who would like to find out more or would like to get started with our program, just call our 800 number or send an email to support@navitrader.com. So another cell signal there. All right, so again, thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll see you in the next webcast.